Let me tell you, after listening to Leah, you've heard it all, and you've heard what's really important, and that's the nice part about it. The one thing I want to tell you for sure is a story. It's about a young man who grew up down in Taney County, and here's what he said one time, not very long ago, and he's now not with us, but he said, if you haven't helped someone along the way, you haven't fulfilled your life. It's that simple. What a foundation does, it gives hope, not just money. The primary thing that a foundation can do is to give hope. And let me tell you, that'll take somebody a long way. Believe me. It'll take her a long way, it'll take all of you a long way. And the people that make these charitable foundations, I happen to know there's one sitting right here. His name's Mr. Dar. These are ordinary people, but can you imagine ordinary people take money, and what they're doing is they're in effect giving it away to people for years into the future. They won't ever know them, they won't ever see them, they won't ever touch them. But let me tell you, you'll be the ones, though, that make it worthwhile. This school here is a wonderful thing for this part of the community. It's a hub. It's always been that way, but it's wonderful to have this school here. And I've worked with the people here before, and I'm telling you, it's got a heart. And when you have a heart, that's the wonderful thing. I've only got a limited minute of time. You don't want to ever let the lawyer have the mic. That's the first rule. Believe me. But let me tell you, I don't do any litigation anymore. I haven't done that now for several years. But I do manage 3 foundations. Don't ever let the lawyer have the money. That'd be a bad mistake. And so I don't touch the money. But all I do is manage the foundations. And you know, I've never done anything that gives you so much satisfaction. But let me just give you an example of what we think. There's 3 foundations. One comes from Taney County. That's the name of the Slusher Foundation. One comes from Springfield. That's the Musgrave Foundation. One of them comes from Lebanon, Missouri. That's the Hewer Foundation. You put all 3 of them together, they have $20 million. And so the income from that is then put into the communities. For example, the Slusher Foundation's put almost $12 million in Greene County. If I said it's a Musgrave, if I got it wrong, I'm wrong. I hope I said Musgrave. The Slusher Foundation's put about $6 million in Taney County. The Hewer Foundation is a smaller one, and it's put $1 million out already. It's over $1 million. But let me tell you what's really important about that, and I'll show you what we think about scholarships. Out of that money that's been distributed, $3 million, let me get the right numbers, $3,439,000 and some change have gone into scholarships. Now, you'd be surprised at the number of letters that I receive from recipients. They're almost all the same, almost. So many of them will say, this is the first time we've been able to go to college. You know, things like that. I'm the first one in my family to be able to go to college. You can't imagine how helpful that is. Let me just read you. I get these things, I won't tell you how many, just a whole lot, really do. It's in the hundreds. This one happens is coming from my desk, and it said, I'm a native of West Plains and have always worked and taken care of my family. I feel family is a very important part of life. I worked in a business that closed its doors permanently in December 2011 due to the economy. It was an emotional loss. The Missouri Career Center said that needed computer skills. So that person has come and gone to school here in connection with computer. I get to spit out in a minute. Computer skills. And I'm telling you, I belong to my bifocals are doing it too. I belong to the NTSA Non-Traditional Students Association on this campus. I try to be as active as I can and don't mind challenges. I'm a firm believer that God provides, and it has been proven on several occasions. With this scholarship, it will enable me to take care of the business at hand, such as getting school books and so forth and so on. That's the kind of person that you want to help. I'm telling you, that's what the foundations are looking for. They're looking for the people that have fallen in the cracks. Instead of having to get instead of having to get loans, as Leah says, we've got people that come into our office, they'll come out of law school and they'll have $100,000 worth of loans before they've even bought a house or anything. I'm just saying to you, this is what this is about. And it comes from ordinary, real people. And I thank you for letting me come down here, but if you can't tell from that what our feeling is about scholarships, I haven't done a very good job, but I think you can. And it's our privilege to do it, and it's our privilege, not only that, to talk with the schools, and the schools are fighting to give you help every day of the world. So you go for it, have a good time, and remember one other thing, what David Lewis says. If you don't, and I'm talking to the students now, if you don't help someone along the way, you've missed your life. So just remember that. When you get to where you can do something, then do it. Thank you very much.